Hey, my name is Zolita, and I am a singer-songwriter and filmmaker.
I'm in bed, texting girls, but I'm thinking about you, baby.
So I made Somebody I Fucked Once, and that obviously came from a place of like me just wanting to see, the high school rom-com that I didn't have growing up. And also just wanting to get to like heal that part of me that like didn't get to go to prom with a girl and that didn't get to have like a coming out experience in high school.
Probably shouldn't tell you this, but fuck it, here's my confession.
And so nostalgic for like the early 2000s pop punk era. Obviously, like you were saying, the boys had so much. There was like, Good Charlotte and Blink-182 and like all of these iconic early 2000s pop punk bands. So I loved the idea of like taking that sound and making it queer. Like all of the themes across those songs are so similar. They're always like pining after a girl, but not quite getting the girl. And so I loved, and those are a lot of the themes that I explore too. So. I feel like I've always wanted to be pretty direct about like using pronouns in my music. And I know that some artists have a different prerogative and want it to be, like relatable to like the widest audience possible. But like for me, I still think coming out is so important. I'm going to use pronouns, she, her pronouns in the songs, and hopefully, straight people will be okay with relating that to that too. So. Essentially, I went to NYU to study film, and film was always like my first love. Music was always something that I did just for myself. And while I was at NYU in the first couple of years, I realized I just loved music videos so much as a medium because they combined so many different art forms, and also you didn't have to be it didn't always have to be narrative. Like there weren't any rules. You could be super experimental with them. And I was writing stuff musically just for myself, so I was like, well, why don't I just like start making music videos for the music I've been writing? And it's always been the videos, I feel like, that have been the drivers of that, and have resonated so much with people. So they've always done pretty well, but the Somebody I Fucked Once moment, when that happened, obviously it was like a different level, and I feel like it finally, I saw the music start resonating too in the same way that the videos were.
I'm used to loving from a distance. I'll give you just enough to make it seem.
So, okay, the funniest thing is that I feel like I always say like, oh, I love music videos because I didn't want to do narrative. And then, of course, now here I am like making the most narrative set of music videos ever.
You're breaking my armor down.
I think just like seeing the reaction to that story and just seeing how much people resonated with it and how much people like fell in love with me and Tachi's characters together. So much fun to see people like follow along and love the characters. And so my next EP that's coming soon is going to be 6 videos. So I'm like doubling up, and it's also narrative as well. Whole new cinematic universe. Definitely would love to do a feature or a series in the future, whether it's like producing or directing or yeah. I can say my next single, I'm gonna start teasing it like this week. It's gonna be released with a video on September 21st. So it'll be actually literally right before my Dinah performance. It's my first Dinah ever. I think I'm playing a pool party, so I think people are going to be like in a pool watching me, which is really cool, really exciting. And I think just the crowd, obviously, the energy will be different because I'm playing with a bunch of people like me. And also it's my birthday weekend and all of my friends are going to be there. So it's going to feel like one big celebration. I'm so fucking excited though. It's like such a rite of passage. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Make sure to check out my new single and video, 20 Questions, and I will see you at Dinah.